Top 10 Animals with Superpowers. Hey there, YouTube. It seems like anyone in comics can have superpowers, but rarely animals. Unless, of course, you count Dr. Bees! Look him up, he's a great hero. Fortunately for some rare animals in real life, they're born with powers that one would deem as super. These powerful animals are likely the basis for many studies on bioengineering humans. The secrets of super strength, living longer, and curing cancer may lie in the DNA of superpowered animals. Sounds pretty interesting, am I right? Let's get started on our list of 10 animals with superpowers. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The immortal jellyfish. The oceans of this planet are being silently invaded by Teratopsis nutricola. A big sciencey word, that is, but it's actually an animal that appears to be completely immortal. But that is as long as an external force or predator doesn't kill it first. Better known as the hydrosin jellyfish, this jelly features a unique anti-aging mechanism that allows its body to become young again after mating, reverting back to a youthful form repeatedly. Instead of eventually dying like most jellyfish, the hydrosin can theoretically become young on an indefinite basis. This jellyfish is the only animal in the world that appears to be able to consistently revert its body back in time to essentially recycle the aging process. I'm sure many of us want that kind of power, especially with the process. Wink wink, nudge nudge, wink. Wink. Number 9. The bullet fist mantis shrimp. The adorable mantis shrimp is a crustacean that is quite deceiving behind its goofy little eyes. At first glance, you wouldn't think it could pose any threat to you, even if you were a bigger fish. However, over generations, the mantis shrimp has evolved to become the deadliest hunter in its weight class. Their eyes have 16 photoreceptors, enabling them to see UV light, polarized light, in colors that humans cannot even imagine. In addition to perceiving depth with one peeper while being able to move both eyes independently. The mantis shrimp punches with the same acceleration of a .22 caliber bullet. That's right, an entire caliber. Using claws that are so hard that researchers study them for combat purposes. This punching speed boils the water surrounding the mantis shrimp claw, which also helps to easily break through crab shells in aquariums made of glass. So yeah, I guess you won't be seeing one in any aquarium anytime soon. Or you will and it's just gonna punch you right in the face. Number 8. Hypnotic cuttlefish. The cuttlefish is a special type of hunter that has evolved a very peculiar superpower that allows it to put on a spectacular light show that its prey, typically small fish and crustaceans, cannot help but be drawn to. What enables this hypnotic display of lights are chromatophore cells under the cuttlefish's skin, made of a substance that reflects and scatters light. Cuttlefish are also able to change the texture of their skin. As the prey of the cuttlefish helplessly stares at the crazy light show, the hunter waits until the next victim is close enough before extending tentacles that capture the cuttlefish's next meal. Number 7. Lyrebird the Mimic. A complex larynx enables the lyrebird to create an incredible array of different sounds, ranging from its own songs to songs based on human sounds, such as a chainsaw, laser beams, or camera shutters. The lyrebird's superpower is the ability to mimic an incredible array of sonic information, which it uses as a self-defense mechanism to intimidate and hide from its predators. This remarkable bird is able to mimic as many as 20 different species at a time and constantly sings its own songs and other tunes in an effort to keep it safe. Lyrebirds are indigenous to Australia, found in the Great Dividing Range in the rainforest close to the border of Queensland and New South Wales, Australia.
To persuade females to come close and admire his plumes, he sings the most complex song he can manage.
Number 6. Cancer-proof rat. So ugly that they're almost cute, the naked mole rat is one of the most unassuming animals on this list to boast a superpower. Then again, it was also featured on Kim Possible, so that's also not surprising. Hailing from the continent of Africa, the naked mole rat is a hairless rodent species that lives in a way similar to insect hives, with a dominant queen presiding over its empire. Researchers were surprised to find that naked mole rats are cancer resistant to the point that they've never found a single case of the disease in any colony. Scientists believe that the super sugar substance created and excreted by these rats prevent cancer from taking hold. This substance was likely evolved by the species in order to maintain their skin against a rough, subterranean lifestyle. Number 5. Hummingbirds. With a metabolism unmatched in the animal world, the hummingbird is capable of flapping their wings up to 80 times per second, flying at a moment's notice in any direction, even while upside down. The hummingbird's heart operates at 1260 beats per second, and they even consume their food at an incredible pace of up to 13 licks a second. They're the only animal capable of hovering in place, which they achieve by flapping their super speed wings in a figure 8 pattern. Hummingbirds can reach velocities of up to 40 miles per hour while in a courtship dive and have a maximum speed of about 25 miles per hour during regular flight. At rest, hummingbirds breathe up to 250 times per minute. Number 4. Indestructible microbes. Nicknamed water bears for some reason or other. Don't look at me, I'm a cruddy internet comedian. Tardigrades are the hardiest survivors of the animal kingdom, able to deal with deadly extremes that would kill the vast majority of life on Earth. Tardigrades can be exposed to temperatures close to absolute zero, extreme heat, and pressure greater than what's found at the bottom of the ocean. They survive by utilizing cryptobiosis, in which the animal ceases metabolic life processes and dehydrates to about 3% of its usual water content. Through this process, tardigrades have survived in the vacuum of space for 10 days before being revived. Researchers believe that tardigrades can endure dehydration for 10 years and still survive. Number 3. The dung beetle. The dung beetle is essentially the Hulk on a smaller scale. It has earned the status of the strongest animal on Earth, capable of moving objects that are 1,141 times bigger than its own body. In comparison, humans of average weight would need to lift about 80 tons in order to match the strength of the dung beetle. Researchers believe that the dung beetle developed super strength as part of a mating ritual in which males push and pull each other to win mating rights with females who burrow into tunnels. Not all dung beetles are created equal, however. The weaker males of the species grow unusually large testicles instead of developing super strength, increasing the probability of their genes propagating in the future generations.
The dung beetle survives mainly or solely by eating the feces of other animals. After a mating pair is established, the female often attaches herself to the dung ball chariot, and the male rolls them away from the dung pile. He does this backwards by pushing on the ball with his hind legs. Needless to say, they get lost from time to time. When it strays off course, the dung beetle climbs on top of its ball and uses the position of the sun, the moon, and even the Milky Way to reorient itself. When they have finally completed their journey, the young freaky couple digs a small hole in the soft sand. The female then lays her eggs inside the dung ball and then seals them up, using more dung, her saliva, and her own feces, just for good measure. No matter how bad your job is, even if you shovel crap for a living, at least you're not doing it naked, and with your mouth, and then eating it.
Number 2. Water-running lizard. Located mostly in Central America, the green basilisk lizard, also known as the plumed or double-crested basilisk, has evolved to be able to run across the surface of water without sinking. This incredible ability has earned this animal the nickname of the Jesus Christ lizard. This lizard has special feet that has long toes and small folds of skin that increase the surface area of this animal's footfall while creating an air bubble that prevents them from sinking. This enables them to run on water for about 15 feet, helping them to escape predators. Number 1. Archerfish. Archerfish are appropriately named due to their ridiculous accuracy when hunting for prey. This type of fish is a sniper capable of nailing targets several feet above the surface with deadly jets of water. Researchers discovered that archerfish evolved highly controlled mouths that are able to create enough power to squirt jets forceful enough to kill its prey. Their aiming system somehow tracks their target through even choppy water that reflects light. The spitting cannon of the archerfish is so accurate that it's able to modify the water jet to optimize the force delivered according to the distance of its target.
So here he is. You can see him right there. See if we can see this guy shooting. Oh, they start shooting him to the corner. They jump and get him from there. Right there. See the crickets going there. They probably gonna jump for that one or shoot him down. Oh, they got him. He got him. Yeah, he's really good in that. He's the bigger one, so he always get the first cricket. So it's a little bigger, but he will eat it. I don't think he's gonna get him because the other one never let him like get his own. He always like push him around anytime he get closer to food. Watch, he's gonna jump for this. Oh, he got it. So yeah, that's how they get him.
And that is our video for today. That was certainly a mouthful and a half. There are humans who have superpowers, but I think these animals would beat them in a head-to-head battle any day of the week.